You're listening to the Outer Banks This Week podcast, a place for people to hear what's going on up and down the beach and get the truth about what really goes on around the Outer Banks. So, here we go.
All right. Thank you, Lexi. The Outer Banks This Week podcast, episode number 64, all brought to you by Kelly's Automotive in Manteo. I was scrolling over their inventory like I like to do and see lots of nice vehicles out there. Cars, trucks, SUVs, sheds. Yeah, they can all be had at Kelly's Automotive in Manteo. My wife will oftentimes look at her website and be like, ooh, see this? Look what Kelly's got today, or look what Kelly's got this week. And she has to show me pictures, and whenever we ride by there, she has to rubberneck all the way by. Even if she's driving, she does that. It's kind of annoying. But anyway, it's just because Kelly has so many nice things on his lot. Check him out online at kellysobxauto.com. Woo, man, oh man, what a weekend we had. So just to kind of give you an idea, all of the Manteo content that you're going to hear in this podcast was recorded this past weekend at the Downtown Manteo Market. A lot of fun. I really enjoyed being down there. I enjoyed talking with everybody. There was a ton of people that turned out for it too. A ton of people. But we're going to talk more about that in just a little bit. Kids Fest happened last Friday. The Children and Youth Partnership of Dare County put that on at Festival Park. I'd never been to one before. My wife had been. My children had been. I had never been to one. I did not realize how big that was and how many people participated in that. That was something to be seen. I was kind of blown away at all the different agencies and companies and things pertaining to kids that were out there. Kudos to everyone that participated and put on the thing, because it was such a great event. And coming up, I believe, sometime around the first part of June, I haven't gotten all the details on it just yet, but the Soundside Fun Fair will be back at the Soundside Events site in Nags Head. That is a lot of fun, and Children and Youth Partnership helping putting that on as well. Had a great weekend, though, all the way around. Anniversary dinner at Cafe Pamlico down in Buxton. Carrie and I went down there. A friend of mine was having a meet and greet at the same time for her campaign. Said hello to her. And then we also sat down and ate. The food, absolutely delicious. If you have not been to Cafe Pamlico, you need to check it out and grab yourself a bite to eat. Definitely worth the trip down to Buxton. If you're staying on Hatteras Island, definitely worth making reservations. Had a great dinner. Mother's Day weekend, fun. All the mamas, I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope your children were very good to you. Your husbands were very good to you. My son, Austin, washed his mother's car. I assisted him. He'd never washed a car before. I've washed many cars before, and I showed him how to properly wash a car from start to finish. And we didn't get a chance to chamois it off like I wanted to because, well, I didn't have a chamois. And one thing, Carrie came outside. She goes, "There's water spots." And I'm like, whatever. He washed the car. She said that to me. She didn't say that to Austin. Austin was very proud of it. He made a little sign when you came out the front door of my house that said Austin's car wash and was pointing towards our driveway. So he was very excited to do that for her. It was just a fun time. Went to the baseball field, had some fun out there at the ball field. Our coach, Joey Trench, put it on. His wife, they were having some drinks. I think we'll just say they had some Pepsis out there at the ball field while the kids played baseball and the dads played baseball with the kids. The moms sat down and had their Pepsis or their soda waters. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Anyway, yeah, the Manteo Market, that was a lot of fun. We'll get you all that detail in just a little bit because there was just a lot to it. There's so many different vendors, a lot of young entrepreneurs out there. We spoke with Melissa Dickerson, who is the town manager, Michelle Bunce, who is what did she say? You'll hear her title. I can never remember her title. It's super long. Chief Brad Eilert from Town of Manteo Police Department. I'm going to call him Chief Manteo going forward. He actually gave me one of their new patches that's going on. It meant so much to me. You don't hear him give it to me in the interview that I do with him, but he gave it to me after the interview, and I was like, holy smokes, this is super cool. Got it hanging up in my office. I might have to take a picture of it and put it up on the podcast page so y'all can see it. It's a really, really cool looking Town of Manteo PD patch. Had him come in, spoke with Little Miss Aria Thompson, Maisie Stewart, and Crystal Corbin. Those were some of my guests. You'll hear more about them in just a little bit. News, again, not a news podcast. I really can't think of any news off the top of my head that's just jumping out at me, that's screaming, Justin, you have to talk about this. But for all of your latest and greatest news, you're going to want to go to The Answer. Okay, The Answer is what I call him. Grand Slam Sam Walker. Sam Walker, obxnews.com. Sam Walker, obxnews.com. He has the news. He's the best when it comes to news. Ain't nobody better than Grand Slam Sam Walker. Sam Walker, obxnews.com. Make sure you listen to he and his wife Emily's podcast too. Very good, very uplifting, very inspirational. They are some fantastic folks. Guarantee you will love their podcast. Very kind, very sweet individuals. Love them very much. The Sam and M podcast. I want to thank Laura and Tiffany for coming in last week. I have had a good handful of emails and messages about where Laura works, who she is. They want to go see her, and I've responded to all of them by saying where she works and when you can find her. I told her this the other day, and she I don't know if she believes that these people are actually messaging me. I've almost forwarded her some of the messages, but I was like, yeah, no. I just want to see these people show up. And if you want to see her, you want to find Laura, email me, podcast@outerbanksthisweek.com. You email me, I will tell you where you can find her and the time of the day in which you can find her, okay? Great place where she works. One of my favorite spots to grab a bite for lunch. And not just because of her, because the food is great. Food is great. So you want to know? Email, podcast@outerbanksthisweek.com. Oh, Captain Marty. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Captain Marty doing all of his fishing reports, telling his stories right here with us at outerbanksthisweek.com. He has his own channel on all your major podcast platforms. He has his own section on the Outer Banks This Week website at outerbanksthisweek.com. Got a big banner at the top of the page right now. It's like the first thing you see when you go to outerbanksthisweek.com is a banner that says Captain Marty. You click on that and you can listen to all of his fishing reports and all of his stories. Got some things coming up with Captain Marty we're really excited about, getting things cranked up. We just finished the production of his Captain Marty Fishing Guide, which will be out soon. But we got some big plans for old Captain Marty in the near future, so stick around to hear what those are because it's going to be awesome. Speaking of Captain Marty, a lot of fishing is done involving boats. So we're going to take a quick break and hear the words from our latest to jump on board with the Outer Banks This Week podcast, OBX Boat Company.
The desire for being on the water is what draws people to the Outer Banks. OBX Boat Company in Kill Devil Hills shares that desire with you. The only full-service, Yamaha authorized dealer on the beach, OBX Boat Company is committed to providing you the best possible boat ownership experience. Their carefully selected brands of center consoles and family-friendly pontoon boats are all powered by ultra-reliable Yamaha motors. They offer excellent financing options as well. To learn more and see their inventory, visit obxboatco.com.
Yes, right there in Kill Devil Hills at obxboatco.com. Shout outs. All right, now, if you want to shout out, I tell you this all the time. Podcast@outerbanksthisweek.com. Let me know you're listening, and I'll gladly give you a shout out. It's what I like to do. I like to engage with our listeners. Ask my man, Mr. Adam Dye. Ask Adam if I don't engage back. He'll text me, and it might take me a little while to text him back depending on how busy I am, but I will text him back. I'll Facebook message him back. I will email you back. Please, podcast@outerbanksthisweek.com. Let me know you are tuned in. I want to shout out right now. I met this couple at Lost Colony Waterfront Beer Garden where my brother works. Y'all know him as Dirt. Yes, Dirt is my brother, in case you're wondering. If you listen and you go there and you're like, Dirt? Yeah, that's Justin's brother from the podcast. Joyce and Jeff Oya. Yeah, Joyce and Jeff Oya from Michigan. Met them over there. They've seen the podcast pop up. They said they were going to listen to it and get some ideas for things to do. I believe they're back in Michigan now, but they'll be back next year. Joyce and Jeff Oya, thank you for tuning into the podcast. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next year. Maybe we'll meet up again at the brewery. Who knows? All of those that are fishing the Hatteras Village Offshore Open, the 29th annual Hatteras Village Offshore Opening going on right now down in Hatteras Village. Talk more about that in a little bit. Captain Marty's down there. You're going to want to go say hey to him. If nothing else. But I want to say good luck to all those that are fishing. The Hatteras Village Offshore Open is taking place again this week. And I also want to say hello to Miss Carrie Stearns. She is one of those that emailed asking about Laura. Okay? I told you where to find her. Go find her, say hello, and enjoy yourself. And like I said, Laura, fantastic person. Love her to death. Awesome human being. All right, coming up in just a few moments, the Downtown Manteo Market and the new Meet Me in Manteo campaign. Again, all of this was recorded last weekend. I was out at the Manteo Market, and I got all these people roped together and pulled together, and we had ourselves a great time, okay? So take a listen to that. But before that, hey, want to go see the bottlenose dolphin up close? You can do that with the Harbor Star Dolphin Tours.
What could possibly be more fun than watching a bottlenose dolphin swim and play in the water right beside you? Hop aboard Harbor Star Dolphin Tours at Juan Cheese Marina and witness this remarkable animal up close. The Harbor Star is a spacious 50-foot vessel with a wide, shady canopy that runs 2-hour trips multiple times a day, including a breathtaking sunset cruise. To book your tour, go online to juancheesemarina.com and click Harbor Star Dolphin Tours. See the majestic bottlenose dolphin up close with Harbor Star Dolphin Tours.
All right, I'm sitting here right now from the Downtown Manteo Maritime Museum at Creef Park with the town manager who, I love this. I have to say this, a Juan Cheeser running the town of Manteo. Can I say that?
You can say that,
okay?
sure. Yeah.
Miss Melissa Dickerson. Melissa, thank you for sitting here with me. What's going on? So this is the Manteo Market. What is the proper name for this? Is the Manteo Farm Market?
Downtown Market.
Downtown Market.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We've got a bunch of different people out here right now set up. But we're going to talk about that in a minute. But you all have launched something brand new for the town of Manteo.
Yes, we have.
Really excited about
Yep.
it. Will you tell me about what it is and what the idea behind it and everything? Can
Sure.
you do that?
So today we are unveiling our new brand, which is Meet Me in Manteo. Super exciting. This culminates a year's worth of work for our Main Street Advisory Board. They are a fabulous committee of volunteers that have worked with a marketing firm, Destination by Design, who helped us develop this new brand for the town. So this will be our outward-facing brand, how we attract our visitors to come visit us in Manteo.
Excellent, excellent. Now, there's going to be signage up all over the place, from what I understand. Or not to say all over the place. You're going to have signs that say, Meet Me in Manteo, pointing to the downtown area. Is that right?
That's right. So it was a twofold project. The
Okay.
first part was branding, and the second part was wayfinding. And we have some fabulous designs for the wayfinding signs, though there are two different types of signs. The first sign is a highway sign that will show all of the different attractions on the island.
Okay.
And, like if you get to a particular street and you need to turn there to go see the Elizabeth II or Festival Park, it'll have an arrow going that way. Really, really good stuff, directional
That's
things.
amazing.
And then we have a pedestrian level type that will be deployed downtown to help people on foot
Okay.
move around.
Excellent. Now, can you talk to me a little bit? I heard something about some sort of, was it Harbortown Cruises?
Yeah.
What is that exactly?
So Harbortown Cruises has been the work of particularly two individuals, Miss Bunny Sanders and Peter Thompson. They had
Okay.
this vision 30 years ago to connect kind of the Inner Banks towns with a passenger ferry. And they received funding from the General Assembly a few years ago.
Wow.
To develop high Sucat boats. They were built in the mountains of North Carolina. They sit on top of the water. They look kind of like a catamaran.
Okay.
And so they are designed to stay on top of the water to cut through the chop, because the Albemarle Sound can get choppy.
It can. That's true.
So in their development, they decided that, and they realized that Manteo was a pretty popular port. And so last year they approached us and said, hey, can we come to Manteo? So we agreed to have them pull up to our lighthouse pier, which they should be coming soon.
Okay.
I don't know if with the wind today they're having a little bit of trouble. I certainly hope not, because it's really going to put the boat to test today.
Yes.
But they are going to bring cruises back and forth. I think they're going to start with Manteo to Elizabeth City or Elizabeth City to Manteo trip.
Okay.
It's $25 one way. But how cool is it that
wow, that's
eventually, yeah.
Holy smokes.
We'll be able to, hop on a boat and go have lunch in Elizabeth City and be back in the afternoon. It's just a really cool concept.
Dude, it is. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I was thinking about this. I was hearing about this, and I was like, now, how is this going to work? How is this? And I was like, you know what? I'll just get Melissa or Michelle or someone to come and sit down and explain all of this to me.
So they have 2 boats. One of them, Penelope, will be here today. The other boat is not yet operational because they're waiting for the Coast Guard to sign off on all of the checks that they have to do. It's been a long time coming for them. I think the boats were delivered last year, so they are certainly going through every safety check to make sure that they meet those standards. But it really is exciting. So the other ports are Columbia, Plymouth, Edenton, Hertford, and Elizabeth City, and Manteo.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Keeping all that, connecting the inner banks with the outer banks. I think it's a great idea. I can't wait to see this boat. I know you said it's on its way when it gets here. I can't wait to get my eyes on it. How do you feel right now about, just the morale of downtown Manteo and the businesses? Do you feel like everything is moving up with this Meet Me in Manteo? Everybody is on board? Is it?
Yeah, and yes, I do. There's a lot of momentum in downtown Manteo right now. The Main Street, the town becoming a Main Street, has kind of created and helped feed some of that momentum. This year, we did earn 2 Main Street awards. One was for this market.
That's right.
The downtown market is now an award-winning market.
Man.
And that's a really cool story. We won because of our Young Entrepreneur program. So we encourage students to come to the market and to bring their goods and to sell them. And what it does is it develops that customer service in our young folks. They learn to be a part of this really cool community of vendors. Vendors help the young kids out. And so we submitted for an award and won it with the North Carolina Main Street. So
I don't know that I've been able to stop smiling the entire time you've been sitting here because of just everything that the town of Manteo holds true to themselves and everything that we do. It's a magical place in downtown Manteo, and coming from a wine cheeser, we got our own magic down there too. But you get what I'm saying. Like it's just a wonderful place. The community is fantastic, and I mean, you helping lead that charge and keeping everybody connected and together. And just it helps add to that magic. So, I think you've done a great job as town manager, and I feel like that needs to be said.
Thank you. Well, I will also tell you that we have an incredible team. Our team approach is that we are a family.
Right.
I actually had just took a picture of our police officers who are here today, and I made sure that their spouses and their kids who are here jumped in the picture too, because we really do approach work with a family attitude and look out for one another, and it's a really great place to work.
Absolutely. Fantastic atmosphere, like you said, and it's all about the family and the team approach that you take to the job every day and make it the magic that it is.
Thanks.
So,
we're really excited about this season. Of course, we've got Dare Day coming up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Just
that's
in
right.
3 weeks. So we're real excited. We've got some fun things happening for that we're planning, and we'll have more of our Meet Me in Manteo wares that people can purchase at Dare Day.
Very nice.
Today we've got some giveaways just to be some teasers to put out there, but we've got some more stuff coming that we're real excited to share with the community.
Very cool. Well, Melissa, thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to me. I'm going to go grab a few more folks, and we're going to put them on here on this special edition of the podcast dedicated to Manteo.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
You're
Justin.
welcome. All right. Sitting here right now here in the town of Manteo, as I've been sitting for a few minutes, with Miss Michelle Bunce. Miss Michelle, you are to give me that title again. You just said it a minute ago.
The Community and Economic Development Director. A little long. Yeah, well, now, I just had Melissa in here a few moments ago talking to me. I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about the Manteo Market and how often they do these and what you can expect, different types of vendors that come through here. Could you talk to me a little bit about that? Sure. Well, Manteo, was the first original market on the Outer Banks.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
So first original, so that began right here in downtown Manteo, and in 2006, so we're in our 18th season. We are an award-winning market. We had just recently won a North Carolina Main Street Award for our Young Entrepreneur program.
That's
Super
right.
exciting.
Yeah.
So these guys work really hard. This market is just a fantastic community event. It truly is an example of Main Street. So Main Street is all about development of economy, but in the sense of working with our community and having that support there in so many different ways. And the market is just all encompassing of that. The market vendors here are family. They're not a market. They're not a business. They're a family.
Yes.
And they truly give that sense when people are here.
So what types of different, how many different, well, let's say what types of different entrepreneurs do we have out here? Like I'm looking at, I see, it looks like maybe jams and jellies over here. I see bread. I see different types of services and things of that nature. Is that kind of run-of-the-mill, people that bring their different talents to the table?
We do.
Here?
We have a variety. This year, even more so. So we have fresh flowers and plants, local plants. So if you guys don't know, native plants are much better than ones that are not native to the area.
Love it.
If you don't have a green thumb, that's what you want.
Right.
So we have bakers with breads and cookies and cupcakes. And we have a young entrepreneur who is very young, in school, and she actually is doing apple pies. So young lady.
I'm going to talk to her in just a few moments.
Fantastic.
I saw her earlier. I'm going to grab her in just a little bit.
Yeah, so our young entrepreneurs are from elementary, middle, and high school. They span the gamut. And so we have different things. We have all kinds of handmade jewelry. We have botanicals.
Some art, some paintings.
Artwork, painting, photography. We have all kinds of guests that come visit us throughout the season. The fire department's here a lot, which we love. Our police department's here today to show off their new look.
Yeah,
they have a new look.
I'm going to go grab Brad in just a little bit.
Yeah. So it's just a really great, if you're looking for something, we have it. Meet us here in Mania. We have it.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, how often do you do these Manteo markets?
So the market runs every year. It runs from mid-May to mid-September.
Okay.
It's 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
So it's always here in George Washington Creef Park in downtown Manteo, except 2 days.
2 days.
2 days out of the year, when the regatta is here at the park, we move over to the College of the Albemarle.
Okay.
And when they have the kids fishing tournament in August. So 2
Okay.
days we move over to the College of the Albemarle, but we do not cancel it.
No, it does
We
not.
still have it.
It happens. It's just in a
It's
different
still
spot.
running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is this a every Saturday thing? Is it
Every Saturday.
every Saturday?
Every Saturday.
And that's where I was a little uncertain. I felt like it was every Saturday, but
Yes.
I was like, maybe it's only the first Saturday of the month. Maybe it's the second Saturday of the month. It's
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday this takes place. So if you come down here on vacation and you want to meet somebody in Manteo,
That's right.
Love it, love
Meet
it.
us here in Manteo.
You can meet them at the Manteo Market here in downtown at Creef Park. It's a wonderful setup and it's easy flowing and there's so many different things going on. It's a wonderful thing. Michelle, thank you for giving me a few minutes out of your busy schedule today, and thank you for how hard you have worked on all of this. I know it's a team effort, but
It
I know
is.
a lot of the communications trying to communicate and get with you to meet with some different things. You've been scattered all over the place.
It's really a great job. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you for being here today.
I'm glad to be here. I'm very proud to be here. Thank you. All right. As I said a few moments ago, I was going to bring in the Chief of Police, Manteo, Chief Brad Eilert. Do I say your last name wrong?
No, that is right.
Okay,
That
see,
is
the
right.
thing is like I feel like every time I talk, I've mentioned you or said your name to somebody, I've always screwed it up, but it's right. Officer Eilert, Chief Eilert, I should say. Chief, we're down here downtown today. Lots of people walking around, lots of different vendors in here with the Manteo Market. We've released the new Meet Me in Manteo concept, but you've also got something y'all are doing today as well. Y'all are kind of unveiling something. Is that right?
That is right. You know, along with the rebrand in Manteo, the town of Manteo, the police department is right on board with the same thing. It's a new concept going forward. It's about innovation, effectiveness, efficiency, and we've incorporated the town history into our new patch, our new badge, and our new markings.
Now, you have this new patch right here. Now, if I may, I'm going to kind of pick it up here and take a look at it. It is a beautiful, beautiful patch. Oh, my gosh, I didn't even realize that or see that piece until just now. You have the new patch. Just to make sure I say this the right way. It's a ship's wheel. It has Queen Elizabeth's ship. Is that the Elizabeth II?
That is the Elizabeth II.
The Elizabeth II in the middle. But one thing that just jumped out at me was the Manteo M with the spear from like the Manteo High School, Manteo sports teams.
Yes,
there,
sir.
and that just jumped right off of this patch to me, and that just gave me goosebumps because I'm a Manteo grad.
Yes, sir.
And you've got the state of North Carolina at the bottom. Who came up? I mean, is this your brainchild? Where did this come from?
This was we decided to do the new patch, and this is input from every officer on the department. So we decided to do a new patch. We wanted to incorporate the history of the town everything,
Beautiful.
including the schools, which is why that Manteo M is flying on there, and you'll see the stickers on, especially on my patrol car. My son is oldest son, Braden, is a Manteo High School graduate.
Nice.
I'm proud of Manteo School. I've always supported Manteo schools since I've been in law enforcement. Worked as an ag set officer in Southern Shores, and then came over here to Manteo, but lived in Manteo, and my kids have attended Manteo schools the entire time.
Amen.
So, always a big supporter of Manteo. But when we incorporated this and we talked to the officers about doing a new patch, we started with the design. Everybody wanted to stay with kind of the square design, and then we incorporated the history of Manteo, including the ship's wheel. So that includes the life-saving station with Richard Etheridge, and then we got Elizabeth II, which brought your first comers of the New World into Manteo. And then the colors, we went with the blue to incorporate that with Carolina blue for the town itself and North Carolina. And then we didn't want to go with the North, just the NC for North Carolina. We wanted to incorporate the state colors and the emblem on the bottom, so that's North Carolina. So everything's incorporated, the entire town, school systems, all of what we support. It's all about the community.
Amen. Amen. Now, how many officers do you have working for the town of Manteo currently?
So currently we're one officer down with Chief Haskett's retirement back in November. But at full staff, we're 9.
Okay.
We are one short. We've got 2 out on injury right now, but they'll return.
Okay.
And then we're hoping to get some new positions in the next budget year. One position I'm pretty sure that we will get, so we'll be at 10.
Beautiful.
Come next budget year.
Beautiful. Now let's talk about the vehicles, your town vehicles, or police department vehicles. Now, are they going to have like some of the same stuff on them, the ship and everything, or how are they going to look? Because I know that I saw what is the term for it? It's grayed out almost that you have here on display in the parking lot. What's the correct term for that?
In the law enforcement world, we call that ghost packaging. So
ghost packaging.
It's going to if headlights hit it will it's reflective, so you'll see obviously police and everything will light up when headlights hit it. So it's a more discreet patrol car, more traffic oriented. So that was issued to our most traffic oriented officer. So he has that vehicle now. But that also incorporates the Manteo Spear, which that covers the middle school and the high school.
That's right.
Chief Manteo. It's the Indian relation to it. It's got the backward spear and the black and yellow. The Manteo black and yellow.
So could we call you Chief Manteo? Could we refer to you as Chief Manteo now? Because you are the chief of police for the town of Manteo, or do we have to call Melissa? I don't know that I got it in me to call Melissa Chief Manteo, honestly, because, she wanted me, what I'm saying, from the southern end of the island, which will remain nameless. But, so is it safe to, if I were to see you around, be like, Chief Manteo, and, would that be okay with you?
It would be okay with me. Okay. I am definitely would answer to that.
Excellent, excellent. So, but the rest of your vehicles, though, are they going to have, some of the, with the Manteo M on it? Are they going to be different colored, with the black and gold? Is that how they're going to look going forward?
Yeah, the concept going forward, we do still have some white vehicles, white Fords that will have the markings will be black and yellow instead of the ghost package like that's on the gray Dodge Durango. We're going to go with gray going forward, but with the other cars that we have right now, they're going to have the black and yellow markings. So you'll see a white vehicle with black and yellow markings. That's clearly marked with the police in town of Manteo. So you're going to know it represents Manteo.
No issue, and I love that because, again, the Manteo colors for the schools are black and gold, black and yellow, and I think that's, again, it gives me goosebumps because I'm very passionate, very proud of our schools. So, I thank you for giving me a few minutes to sit here and talk and, keep doing what you're doing, because whatever you're doing, it's working, and congratulations being coined chief within the last year, and I know you're going to do great things for the town. There's no doubt about that.
I appreciate it, Justin. It's all about community engagement with us. People know me by name and by face anyway, so it's really an easy job for me now to get out and enjoy that community engagement, and that's what it's about. We want to have that positive relationship with the community.
Beautiful.
And we had a chance to go to the traditional blue uniform. We stayed with black.
There you
Manteo,
go.
So it's black and yellow.
Amen. Amen. That's good stuff. Well, Chief Manteo, thank you for hanging out with me for a few minutes.
Yes, sir, Justin. Great to see you.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm sitting here right now with one of the young entrepreneurs of the Downtown Manteo Market. What's your name, young lady?
Hi, my name's Aria.
All right, Miss Aria, you how old are you?
I'm 10.
10 years old. Wow, Miss Aria, 10 years old. Where do you go to school?
I go to school at Manteo Elementary.
Manteo Elementary School. Okay, do you like it there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Got a lot of friends?
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Now, you, again, have a nice little setup. You kind of stand out here, in my opinion, because you have like white with pink stripes on your awning over top of your area there. What are you doing? What do you have out here? What's the name of your company and what do you sell?
So the name of my company is Boot Sweet Shop, and I'm selling mini apple pie pops, but they're not just all apple pie. They're apple pie, Nutella, and muscadine cheese, like sweet and savory kind of.
Okay.
And I also have mini apple pie, well, not mini, but apple pie skillets that you can keep the skillets in.
Really? So it's like an actual like cast iron skillet with apple pie in it, and you get to keep the cast iron skillet?
Yes.
That is so cool. That is so cool. So I just went over to your booth and your setup, and I got 3 items here. Okay. Now, I believe it's the apple pie. Is this the apple pie one right here? Okay.
Yes.
The apple pie, the Nutella, and the muscadine cheese right here. Now, of these 3, which one would you say is your favorite? No, it's hard. It's hard. They all look so good, but which one do you think you would like to eat? Like, what's your favorite?
Well, since there's like a couple, my 2 favorite are the Nutella and muscadine cheese.
Okay. I think I'm going to start with the muscadine cheese.
Yes.
That sounds really interesting to me.
It's kind of like sweet and savory.
Sweet and savory. All right, so I'm going to try this right now with you sitting right in front of me, okay?
Okay.
Would you like a piece of it?
I'm okay.
Okay, all right. You also had iced coffee over there too, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this as I'm getting this open. You plan to be out here every Saturday with your setup?
Yes, as long as something doesn't go wrong.
As long as something doesn't go wrong. Okay. Ooh, it smells great. It smells really good. See, a lot of times before I bite into something, I gotta take a sniff of it. It's just what I do. So I'm gonna try this, okay? Let's see here. Oh my. Oh my. You are absolutely right. The sweetness and the savoriness of this, unparalleled. Unparalleled. It's very good. Look, your mother's looking over here at us. Very good. So, what gave you this idea to do this? Is this something you came up with on your own? I'm gonna keep eating.
Yes. So originally, I just started coming down here with my grandpa just to help him sell. And then I thought it would be a great idea to sell water. And then me and my mom love baking apple pies for my dad on his birthday. That's all he ever wants is his birthday. Just a big apple pie.
That's awesome.
And I love making it and eating it while I make it. But in this, I can't eat it. So I got this idea of selling them because I loved making them. And I liked selling people, and I love giving information about them and selling them to people.
That's awesome. Well, I will say that you're definitely a very sweet young lady. You're very personable. You're not afraid to talk to people. And I was watching you when you were at your table over there just a moment ago, how people would walk up and you were asking people if they were interested and explaining your product to them. And that's a very noble quality, especially for a 10-year-old. So I want to, commend you for that and talk about and say how great you are at it. And thank you for giving me a few minutes. So like you said, you're going to try to be out here every Saturday. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. Boots Sweet Spot, Miss Aria Thompson. Look for her downtown throughout the summer and get yourself. I just had the muscadine cheese and it was delicious. Thank you so much for sitting here and talking to me for a few minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I just had Miss Aria Thompson from, what was her company? The Boots Sweet Spot. And now I've got Miss Maisie here with me. Now, Miss Maisie, all right, let's start. Maisie, what's your last name again? Stewart, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, Maisie, how old are you?
8. Going to be 9 on August 16th.
9 on August the 16th, okay. Now, where do you go to school?
Manteo Elementary.
Manteo Elementary School. Excellent. Now, you're also one of the young entrepreneurs here at the Downtown Manteo Market. What do you have? What's the name of your company and what do you sell?
The name of my company is Maisie's Jewelry and Trinket Shop, and I sell little clay figurines. There's mushrooms, snakes, all different types. Watermelons.
Watermelons?
And we have earrings, necklaces, like hair clips that have like things coming off of them with feathers and stuff. And
really?
We have leather bracelets that I made. We have plants.
Okay.
And we have a station on it that's a plant your own plant, which is $3. It's $4 if you want a gemstone.
Okay.
That comes with it. And there's miniature shovels that it's like you just get to plant. You choose a plant, you can plant it in your cup and bring it home with you.
Really?
Yeah. And we have a bunch of different things.
Okay.
That's the reason the word trinkets is in it, because there's lots of different trinkets you can get. And the jewelry is like the earrings, the bracelets, the necklaces.
Okay.
So,
now, you might know a thing or two about jewelry.
Yeah.
Tell me, who are your parents?
Catherine and Ben Stewart, who work at the Silver Bonsai Gallery in Manteo.
Okay, so you might know a thing or two about some of those things. Yeah, it's safe to say. So now let me ask you this. Now, do you plan to be out here every Saturday with your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So if people wanted to come and find you and see your trinkets and all of your things, they can, right?
Yep.
Excellent. Good stuff. Now, you got some of your...
Employees.
Are they you have employees? Listen to this.
Yeah.
An 8-year-old with employees already. That's saying something.
Yeah.
We've got
JB
and Caroline here.
Yeah.
Now, which one of you all want to chit chat? Which one of you all want to talk? Oh, JB wants to talk, of course.
And JB asked the guy on the mic to say, "Come to Maisie and drink to Maisie's Trinket Shop."
Okay.
Soon, yeah, but
So
right now she's helping me.
Caroline's over. She's going to be making
Yeah.
her own store soon. And when that happens, sweetheart, I'm going to get you on here, okay? And we'll talk about that. But right now, you're an employee, but you're wanting to grow, and that's beautiful. JB, grab this microphone real quick, bud.
Yes.
So you are an employee currently of Maisie's Trinkets and Things.
Yes.
Okay, now, how do you feel about working for Maisie?
Fine. I've known Maisie for like 4 years.
Okay.
And she's been always a good friend to me.
That's awesome. That's cool. Very nice of you to say that. Now, you live but about 100 feet from downtown, this area.
Yeah, that's
now,
correct.
do you like when they do these markets out here? Do you like going to them?
Yeah, we own the inn, so like every Saturday we'll come down here unless we have something.
Uh-huh.
And it's just always been fun. I've always liked this market. We come here every Saturday.
Very nice. And would you like it if other people came down here and hung out on Saturdays too?
Yep.
Excellent.
I definitely recommend it to other people.
Definitely recommend it to other people. That's from the mouths of babes, ladies and gentlemen, and I really appreciate you guys coming over and talking to me today, okay?
Especially people who like shopping.
Especially people that like to shop. Well,
It's right by Shallowbag Bay.
right by the Shallowbag Bay, the south side of downtown Manteo. Y'all, thank you so much for coming and talking to me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, last but not least on this episode of the podcast from downtown Manteo here at the Creef Boathouse with the Manteo Market going on, I have sitting in front of me a friend of mine whom I met a few years ago at the gym, and she shared some information with me a little earlier she probably shouldn't have, and that's why I kind of targeted her as somebody to be on this episode of the podcast this week. She is the face of the Meet Me in Manteo brand. Miss Crystal Corbin sitting across. Crystal, hello.
Hi.
It's good to see you again today.
Good to see you.
Absolutely.
Again.
Yes. Now, something about Crystal. So, there's a lot of people, Crystal, that like want to move here, thinking about buying property here, thinking about being a part of. Now, what year did you move here?
We moved here Thanksgiving Day 2021.
Thanksgiving Day?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yes.
So that's like your first day living as a resident in Manteo.
We pulled in with a U-Haul at 8 o'clock that night.
No kidding. Yeah. What a cool story, though.
It was. Yeah. It was. My husband did it because he was like, there'll be less traffic on Thanksgiving Day. So, because we had a huge U-Haul.
Okay.
And so he's like, that'll be easier.
So did you like eat Thanksgiving in the U-Haul on the way
We
here?
ate Thanksgiving in Rocky Mount at the Cracker Barrel.
Nice.
And then we went to Dollar General after we got here because we were still hungry. So we had Thanksgiving Dollar General style.
And your husband, he knows a thing or two about traffic. Your husband works for what does your husband do?
He's the lieutenant at the Manteo Police Department.
Okay, so he works with Officer Eilert.
Yes.
Or Chief.
Yeah.
I started calling him Chief Manteo when I had him in here with me a little bit ago. So, someone that has recently moved to Manteo. So was, your husband, did he take a job here and that's why you moved?
Yes.
Okay, and he applied for the job. Now, there had to have been some sort of attraction prior to.
It was actually a joke. I sent him the posting because I was posting a job for where I worked.
Uh-huh.
And I saw the posting for that. He's always wanted to live by the ocean.
Okay.
And I've always said no. So I screenshotted it and sent it to him as a joke.
Okay.
He came home that night and he's like, I did something. I'm like, what'd you do? He's a jokester. If you meet Tony, you can't take him seriously half the time. And he's like, I did something. And I was like, what? And he goes, I applied for that job. And I was like, no, you didn't. Like, whatever. He's like, no, I did. And they want me to come next weekend. And I'm like, say what? I was like, I'm not moving. I'm not leaving. I've been born and raised here. Like, I'm not leaving.
Now, where was home before?
We're from Macon County, Western North Carolina. We're
Okay.
from Franklin. He's from Highlands. I grew up in Franklin, same county. So we're about 8 hours west.
Okay.
So we moved from there. And then we came that weekend for his interview. And I was like, I could live here.
Okay.
I love it here. We had never even vacationed here.
Oh, okay. So I was going to ask you
No.
that. Now, had you been here before?
No.
So you just one stop and you were like, holy smokes, I want
Long
to go
weekend,
back there.
I was like, I like it here. This is good.
Okay.
And then everything else fell into place.
Okay, yeah. So since you've made this move, any regrets?
No.
No regrets
None.
whatsoever.
None.
So, I mean, I remember just a little history with Crystal and I'd go to Roanoke Island Fitness Lab. And I remember Crystal starting to come to the lab, and she's super friendly, super nice, super kind. And then next thing you know, she's teaching. And I started doing some teaching too. And I mean, she's just a wonderful person to be around. Super sweet, kind-hearted individual. And we're just thankful to have her here as part of the town of Manteo and everything like that. Just throwing that out there, Crystal. So thank you. What are some of the things that you love the most about this community, this area, this town?
I love the community. Like,
Okay.
we've been just from our church to our neighbors to our coworkers. It's just been like every job, both jobs that I have. I work at Rifle, one job, and I work at the Virginia Tillett Center now. Every job, everything that we've been around, everybody's just been so gracious and nice, and it's just something to be a part of. Like, you go to restaurants downtown, everyone is nice and friendly, and we can walk there. We didn't have that luxury where we moved from. We lived 30 minutes up on a mountain. So we didn't get to go downtown and like hang out. And so this has been so fun just to have community.
Mountains or ocean? Which one?
Ocean.
Ocean.
I do like to visit the mountains. I like
Yes.
to go hiking. I like to visit, but I love it here.
Right. Now, so that's, what you were saying just a moment ago, talking about the people and everything like that and how everybody's so friendly, kind of speaks to the heart of the people of Manteo. They all are very welcoming individuals. And that's kind of why I wanted to bring you in, somebody that just moved here within the last 5 years. I was looking for somebody, I was like, Crystal would be perfect. And she's also the face. So if you see any flyers, I'm to assume, or any sort of literature out there with the Meet Me in Manteo brand, good chance you're going to see Crystal on there.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a great, well, you're a great cover girl model for that.
Thank you. Thanks.
Very thankful to have people like you here in this community. And that's kind of what I wanted to speak to right now. Is anybody that was considering moving here, buying property, anything like that, do you recommend it, Crystal?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Well, Crystal, thank you so much for sitting in with me for a few minutes and talking about your experience having moved here within the last few years and being a part of Manteo. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Queen Anne's Boutique and Wine Bar at Teachers Lair Marina in Hatters Village offers the classic boutique shopping feel with a subtle twist. Ladies, enjoy a glass of wine or mimosa while trying on the latest trends. And guys, enjoy a draft beer down on the docks or while telling your lady how dazzling she looks in her new threads. Need a place to have your bridal shower or bachelorette party? Queen Anne's Boutique is ready to play host for you. To find out more, visit Queen Anne's Boutique on social media. Queen Anne's Boutique, that classic boutique feel with a subtle twist.
Yes, Queen Anne's Boutique down in Hatteras Village, right above Teach's Lair. What do they say? The classic boutique feel with a subtle twist. I really enjoy the folks down at Teach's Lair. Princess Victoria is what I call her. She is the GM manager of Queen Anne's Boutique. You know, there's Queen Anne and then there's Princess Victoria. You hear that? Yeah, no, kind of cheesy. All right, my bad. But that's such a great spot. And ladies, if you are looking for the latest trends and everything like that, you can find it at Queen Anne's Boutique right above Teach's Lair Marina in Hatteras Village. How about those kids that I interviewed this past Saturday? Aria Thompson and Maisie Stewart and JB Borland, they did fantastic. Very personable kids, very nice kids. That's the type of children that live in downtown or live in Manteo, not just downtown, but live in Manteo. Fantastic kids, great families. I really enjoyed being a part of the Manteo Farm Market, or the Manteo Market rather, this past Saturday. That was so much fun. And you all, it's every Saturday, and you all can come and be a part of it too. And they encourage that. Meet me in Manteo. Definitely a fun campaign. I want to thank Melissa Dickerson, the town manager, Miss Michelle Bunce, Chief Brad Eilert, a.k.a. Chief Manteo, Aria Thompson, Maisie Stewart, and Crystal Corbin for taking time out of their day out there hanging out and having a good time and talking to me. Crystal, she's a super cool person. Really appreciate all of these individuals that took time to talk to me. All right, we're going to jump into some events. Now, be sure to go online to outerbanksthisweek.com, click on the events tab to find all of these events in their entirety and in all the fine detail. Music OBX Concert Spotlight. Yes, we're going to start that every week. Casey and the Sunshine Band with Chairman of the Board are going to be playing Saturday, May 25th, beginning at 7 o'clock at Roanoke Island Festival Park. Tickets are $50. Kids under 8 years old are free. You can visit musicobx.com for tickets and details. And coming up in June, we got the Beach Boys. More details to come on that, but those tickets are available online at musicobx.com. Chairman of the Board and Casey and the Sunshine Band. My dad, I don't know that he's been to a concert in probably 15 years. If he has, I don't know, but he was asking me about Casey and the Sunshine Band. So I'm working on getting his tickets for him right now at musicobx.com. Don't forget, there's still some local high school athletics going on. I believe Manteo women's soccer still carving their way through the states. They won the state tournament last year, and now they're on their way looking like they're trying to get back there for another state tournament, go back to back. That would be awesome to win that. So let's support all of our local high school athletics, baseball, softball, tennis, golf, soccer, women's soccer, all of it. All the trivia nights going on, as I say every week, they're at Lost Colony Waterfront Beer Garden, Shipwrecks, Buffalo City Distillery, which is a really cool place, by the way. More about them in the future. Sandtrap Tavern, Stripers, Outer Banks Distilling, and New Vines. These are all weekly things, weekly trivia nights. There's live music. Again, all of this stuff can be found online at outerbanksthisweek.com. All of the live music scene and all the trivia nights. Sunday brunch going on every Sunday at Cafe Pamlico in Buxton from 8 until noon. And they got yoga on the patio every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock in the morning. It is Soft Shell Crab Week here on the Outer Banks. All these different restaurants participating with all their different soft shell specials. It's going on right now through the 18th. So if you like soft shell crabs, go get your hands on some. As I said a little earlier, the 29th annual Hatteras Village Offshore Open is happening. It's going on through the 18th. Lots of festivities surrounding that. And Captain Marty, he's going to be out there every day. So if you want to get Captain Marty's autograph, or if you're a single woman with a lot of hunting land, Captain Marty would be glad to meet you. Kitty Hawk Kites' 52nd annual hang gliding spectacular is going on at Jockey's Ridge in Nags Head. It's happening Thursday, today, May 16th through Sunday, May 19th. All the details are on our website. Our very own Paul, our chief content manager here at Outer Banks this week, he doesn't live here year-round. He comes into town 2 or 3 times a year. He's actually here for it right now. So I'm cheering on my buddy Paul. I hope he brings home the trophy for the best hang glider in the entire universe. Go, Paul. Oh, here's something really cool. Ray Gun Ruby. is going to be jamming out on the deck of the Wreck Tiki Bar in Hatteras Village. Now, I'm going to be out there hanging out that evening. Come on out and say hey. My buddy Wes and I are going to be out there. He's our videographer here at Outer Banks this week. We're going to be doing a big audio video campaign for them to put online at the Wreck Tiki Bar. Joel and Jess signed us up to come down there and do it. And really, really looking forward to doing that with them. So come on down and hang out with us and listen to Ray Gun Ruby. I am very interested in this because from what I understand, this group only gets together like once or twice a year, and this is one of those times. It's been the talk of Hatteras Village. When I go down there, people are like, Ray Gun Ruby, Ray Gun Ruby, Ray Gun Ruby. So anybody's going to be at the Wreck Tiki Bar this coming Friday night. Yeah, Friday night starting at 7 o'clock. What is the date of Friday? The 17th. Tomorrow, the 17th. Oh, okay. A couple other things. The Boat Builders Fishing Tournament benefit is going to be happening Sunday, May 19th at Pirates Cove. Mimi's Tiki Hut right there at Pirates Cove from 1 until 4. It's a pig picking with all the fixins. Costs a donation. And Jeremy Russell is going to be out there playing and performing as well. Now, this is all for a scholarship, a big boat builders scholarship that is given out to many, many children throughout Dare County looking to further their education. So this is the fishing tournament's benefit. It's the Boat Builders Fishing Tournament's benefit happening Sunday, May 19th at Pirates Cove from 1 until 4. I'm going to go out there and show some love and support because it's for the kids, man. It's for the kids. I want to shout out to my buddy Adam Prizer right now. Adam sent me this piece of information. Coast Guard, they're going to be having their open house at Coast Guard Oregon Inlet this coming Sunday, May 19th from 1 till 3. There's going to be boat and helicopter tours, search and rescue demos, and other local agencies will be out there as well, like police, fire, park service, wildlife, marine fisheries. They'll all be out there hanging out. It's the Coast Guard open house Sunday, May 19th from 1 until 3 at Coast Guard Oregon Inlet. Oh, Ty Fleming and the fellas are going to be jamming out at Wanchi's Tiki Bar Friday, May 24th, starting at 8 o'clock. That's always a good time. And Saturday, May 25th is opening day for H2OBX. Again, for a list of all of our events, all of the events taking place across the Outer Banks, go online to outerbanksthisweek.com, click on the events tab, and you will see them all in their entirety with all the details and how you can get tickets and more information and all other fun stuff. Events online at outerbanksthisweek.com. All right, going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
All right, Red Drum Tackle, the closest tackle shop to the point in Buxton. Oh, did we forget anything? I don't believe so. I do need to make a quick correction, though, from the previous podcast, the one with Laura and Tiffany in it. I gave a shout out to a man named Sebastian. I said he worked for U.S. Foods. He actually worked for Cisco. So, Mr. Sebastian, I apologize for that error. I'll try not to do it again. So that's all I can think of that I may have forgotten from earlier. I want to thank the town of Manteo for allowing me to participate in their festivities. Really enjoyed doing it. There's a sense of community here in Manteo that it's not like other places, man. We have a nice downtown social district you can walk around in, and all the businesses, everybody down here is super friendly, super hospitable, and very welcoming, and they want you to come down here and spend the day walking around downtown, looking at the docks, maybe going over to the Elizabeth II, checking out Festival Park, popping into New Vines, grabbing yourself a glass of vino, maybe going over to Lost Colony Tavern. There's different places, Pioneer Theater, the list goes on and on of things that you could do here in downtown Manteo, and they want you to come and make it a part of your vacation while you're here on the Outer Banks. And I encourage such activities to take place during your vacation. The town of Manteo, can't say enough great things about it. All right, next week, hey, the new captains from the Harbor Star Dolphin Tours out of Wanchi's Marina, they're going to be in to talk about their new boat. Yeah, they got a new boat, the Harbor Star. I guess we could call it the Harbor Star Part 2. I don't know. I have to talk to Miss Brenda. Will let me know everything I need to know. But we're going to have the new captains in to talk about that. Other than that, that's really all I got for you this week. The Outer Banks This Week podcast. Again, all brought to you by Kelly's Automotive in Manteo. If it has doors, it can be yours. Cars, trucks, SUVs, sheds. Kelly can get you all hooked up and ready to go. I have a car from Kelly. I have a shed from Kelly, and I could not be happier. Kelly's OBXauto.com is where to find him online. All right, that's going to do it for me. Episode number 64 of the podcast, wrapping it up. So in the words of the late, great Freestyle Bob, later.
This has been another epic edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. Follow us on social media and be sure to listen every Thursday for a new episode.